found us. What about this idea?
Gotta listen to this show. Why?
Because it's about the hearts and minds of entrepreneurs.
Oh, nailed it.
I didn't even look at the wall.
Nailed it.
I didn't even look at the
All
wall.
right, listen, honestly, this is a show. It's different than other shows about entrepreneurship.
It's real. It's real. Real stories.
Is it?
We tend to talk very real.
I love
And
it.
so do our guests. So come have fun with us.
We're doing this. Hello, everyone.
It's such a great start.
It's the best start ever.
Welcome to our podcast called What About This Idea? I thought you were going to say it with me. I thought we were going to do it
Go
together.
ahead, but what about this idea? What is the rest of it? Don't look over there.
Inside the hearts and minds of entrepreneurs.
Yep, you did it.
But I didn't say it like you do, the French entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur. That one? Yeah, I got that one down.
We refuse to
We
look
have-
up the term entrepreneur.
We pretty much nailed it by now, but
I'm
now
sure.
now I'm pushing all the buttons wrong.
See?
We've got
Always the delay.
Carin's Storlien.
All the good stuff happens before the buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it?
For the button.
I did.
Buttons.
I put up the little graphic with your name and everything. I should probably just do that afterward, but it's so fun to throw it in there.
Well,
And push the buttons and toy around with
when
it.
you're done being enamored by that button, then we'll do it in the
Here,
order
look
it
at-
should be.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yay for the
You
button.
push the button. All right. Carin, hi.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we've already prefaced this for you. We already talked to you about what this show is about, but it is about entrepreneurship. So presumably, for anyone listening to or watching the show, you're here on account of something having to do with entrepreneurship, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right, what is that?
What is
What are
my
you?
entrepreneurship? I started a pickle company.
Who does
Who
that?
does that?
Yeah. You started a pickle company, but presumably you left some Fortune 500 company that you started years ago or something already.
Yeah.
Like, so
I
you've,
gave it all up. Took a risk.
yeah, you've been.
Or you had your third birthday and you thought, if I could only be a pickle company
could
owner.
only. Yes.
And so it's been your driving focus for your whole life.
My entire life.
Yeah.
Dreams do come true.
That's right.
From day one?
No.
Early.
I am actually a full-time bartender. Woo.
Oh, well, there you go.
And I have a son who's now 9, and he's getting more and more independent. And so I just started. Well, I've been making these pickles for well over 15, maybe 20 years.
Okay.
But not this exact recipe.
But you've
so-
been making pickles. Like, do people around you know of you as a person who makes really good pickles?
Yes. Like
Okay.
anytime there's a pickle recipe or a pickle cocktail or a pickle shirt, they're sending it to me like, Carin, look at this. So I'm the pickle girl. I love pickles. When I was little, my mom would tease me and tell me I would turn into a pickle because all I would eat were pickles.
So this really has been a part of your life for a
yeah.
long time.
Did you grow pickles?
I grew cucumbers, but I don't have the best green thumb on the planet.
Yeah.
Let's be
Well,
honest.
let's leave that to the
I've
professionals,
tried,
shall
and
we?
all of mine turned into like round tomato-shaped cucumbers. So I don't know.
I've had those on my vines too. Like, and I feel like it's not my fault.
It's
in any
not
way. Like,
my
I didn't do anything. It said, look it on the package. Like, that's a
Exactly.
long pickle.
And the directions are always like, put seed in ground, water.
Yeah.
Sun.
It's like,
Yeah.
I can do that.
I can't.
Yeah. Cucumbers are not the most fussy of vines to grow or whatever. But you couldn't grow. You couldn't grow enough to make a.
So when I started to make, so I used to can them. These are a different style, the refrigerator, but I would just go to farmers markets, local farmers markets. I lived in St. Paul, so I would just walk or take the bus downtown and so then I would do all sorts of like habaneros. I like spicy too. I grew into the spicy palate, so I could never find a decent spicy pickle at the grocery store.
Yep.
They all had like sugar or not spicy at all, or
Well, it's because we're in Minnesota.
true.
Yeah, people don't do
But
spice in the upper Midwest very well.
Do they have spicy pickles in Texas?
I think they have both spicy
Maybe
elsewhere.
actually spicy, but you'd be surprised. Minnesota, there's a following for these. There's spicy people out there.
There are. I love spice, and
Yeah.
so you are my people.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
These will be you'll love. Have you had them?
Your pickles?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I'm dying to have one.
Okay.
I see them sitting there,
They're really crunchy.
calling for me.
Even after your breakfast and lunch.
and
already?
lunch. Yeah. Let's eat. Let's eat again.
All right. So obviously, you can't grow your own enough pickles to do this. I don't think any pickle manufacturer is like, well, maybe, but they've got farmers that do that work as well.
They do.
So you have farmers who grow pickles.
Now I do.
Do you source from a certain thing so that they're uniform?
Yeah, I source. So again, living in Minnesota, finding the right cucumbers year round is challenging. So I met a woman who owns a grocery store, and I used to go in and take all of her pre-wrapped pickling cucumbers, and she would get so frustrated with me, and she was like, "What are you doing with all my cucumbers?" I was like, "Well, I kind of started a pickle company, and you're the only," because they have to be a specific type of cucumber.
Yeah.
And she had them, and she goes, "Well, okay, I'll just order them for you. What do you want?" So then it just led to that was my connection. So she, every Monday, "What do you need? 2 cases, 3 cases?" And I pick them up from her, go downtown in my commercial kitchen, and get to work. And she also gets the Thai chilies for me. So it's hard to source.
She's your dealer.
She's my dealer.
Well,
I told her I couldn't do it without her.
Yeah, I don't want to be a pain in the butt, but like that, this is why this show is about. What about this idea? Like that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
And it's a show about how to like satisfying these entrepreneurial urges. I would say because you're bartending like she's called a supplier.
Yeah.
Like she just gets you the things you need, right? But that's like the stuff you didn't know because you were just a pickle maker. You really loved making pickles.
I did. And
yeah.
It was just walking into the right store. It's a Asian market grocery store, and I love to cook Asian food, stir fry, yada, yada, yada. But she also had beautiful fresh produce there. And I was like, oh my gosh, like these Thai.
The perfect ones.
Perfect. And the Thai chilies were these vibrant red, beautiful peppers. So I get them from her as well.
That's awesome.
I know.
How did this happen? Now I'm confused. We got to go back in time.
Okay, go back.
Yeah.
So you like to make different kinds of pickles.
Yes.
And assuming you started making pickles and like giving them to friends and family.
Yes.
And then it just got out of hand, or what happened?
Yeah. So
It sounds like
basically. So at where I work, the restaurant, I have a friend, Sean. Hey, Sean. He actually,
Hey, Sean.
He and his girlfriend were the ones to like push me to do this. So I brought them in all the time. They're fun for me to make. And he was like, Carin, like, I've never been so excited. This is the best new food I've had in a long time. I was like, well, it's just a pickle, but him
Is
and
Sean excitable normally?
Sean, well,
Was this shocking?
excitable. So it was just like I said, like my son was getting older and growing up, and I had all this free time during the day, and he said, you should really sell these. And I was like, no. So like, no, I do it for fun. And he's like, okay, but you could. So I started to just dig into how do I do this? What do I need to get the license? And it was just a roller coaster of the right person, conversations. The state of Minnesota guided me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, then I've created this recipe. It's taken many years, and I never write anything down. That's another thing. My husband's like, are you ever going to write this stuff down? Because
like the recipe?
for this.
Yeah.
I still have never written it down.
Oh my God. It's like what is the Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe died with Colonel Sanders, and they kept trying to figure it out.
Did they? Is that a real story? Yeah.
I think so. I don't know.
So I memorized, it's all in my head. I've never written it down. I should. But, I just played around with ingredients. But they seem to turn out every time very consistent because now I've just, I make so many of them at a time. I've just got to.
Yeah. You've gotten it down. I cook and I don't have recipes and I don't write recipes down, but I get it. Like I've made bread dough so many times that I have no need of a recipe for it.
Right. Yeah.
But you are making something that people expect to be the same each time.
Yes.
Right. So you have to know it really, really well.
Really well. Yes.
And if you're going to scale that in any way, you've got to have a recipe so that
I
someone
do.
else can come and do
Yep.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all up here.
So let's say,
Colonel Sanders.
I mean, I just love
Recipes in her head.
the business part of it though. So you didn't set out to make a business. You're a reluctant entrepreneur in a certain way, aren't
And it's,
you?
yeah, in a certain way.
Yeah, because you still don't even know for sure.
I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I just take it step by step and like, you need this? Okay.
How many jars of pickles do you make in a week?
About 60.
60 jars of pickles a week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And so you had to source the stickers, you had to source the containers,
Mm-hmm.
you have to source all of the ingredients so that they turn out uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And then you brought them somewhere, presumably, and started selling them.
Yep.
Okay, how did that go? So you had to jump through state hoops, though, too.
Yeah.
And you had to find a commercial kitchen that would allow you to do this because you can't produce this stuff in your home and
No.
sell it, right?
No, can't.
Okay.
What does that really mean? What does it mean? What does a commercial kitchen mean? Does it mean it's like it has good knives?
Well, they do have good knives. Most of them. No, it's inspected by the state of Minnesota. So
Okay.
it has to have certain refrigerator temperatures. The disinfectants there to sanitize have to be to standard.
Oh, okay.
3 well sinks, hand washing stations.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
No, I like it. It's
basically a
there
restaurant
are no bad
kitchen
questions.
up to code.
Yeah, there are no bad questions. The truth is, if you're going to sell stuff to the public, the state wants to know that you're producing it in a space that meets a certain standard.
Yes.
So you could have all the same commercial equipment in your house,
But they can't
but if you're not
control
getting,
that.
yeah, if you're not getting it inspected, you're not a certified.
Yeah, I can't even store them in my home refrigerator.
Okay, so let's go back to the restaurant. I'm going to go ahead and give Pittsburgh Blue is where you work, right?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give Pittsburgh
Maybe they want to
Blue
be a sponsor.
I mean, this is a
maybe.
Parasol Lake
Parasol.
company. I used to work at Filio.
Hey.
I'm fine with this. I was a bartender. You worked at bars. Were you a bartender too? Or?
I was very much a bartender.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So we all have that in common. So anyway, I'll give them, and then I'll give a little shout out to the Corner Bar.
Corner bar, yes.
Because they have allowed you to use their kitchen, right?
Yes. Bill Murray, not the Bill Murray, but
No.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray is
And his wife, his lovely wife.
Yeah. Yep. I know Bill.
So you go over to the corner bar and do your pickles?
Mm-hmm.
In their kitchen.
Kitchen.
Because he has two spaces. One's downstairs that basically hardly ever gets used. So he was just kind enough to give me the space and allow me to do my thing down there. And it's amazing.
Shout
I'm
out
gonna-
to the corner bar.
I'm going to
Yeah.
look right in the camera and I'm going to say, listen, if you own a space that's not being used all the time and you've got a small business person in the neighborhood who needs something, wouldn't it be nice to just help out a little bit?
Yeah, he gets free pickles in his Bloody Mary bar every Sunday.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's my trade.
So does
Bill's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
Are all your? I'm so curious about these pickles.
Okay.
I mean, are all your clients local here, or are you like shipping this across the world?
Oh, no, not yet. They're all local. Local for now.
But she said not yet.
Not
I
yet.
know, right?
I mean, I've had many people reach out to me for, do you ship here? Do you ship there? Because I don't know if you read the article that Racket Online Magazine did about me.
I did.
He showed me the
Since-
article because I was like, "Who is this person we're talking to tomorrow?" I can't even find her on LinkedIn.
I know, because it's all so
I don't even know.
new.
Like she's obviously
A mystery.
a witness protection person. Now we're gonna expose her.
I know.
But that's because you didn't come into this from the business world. So I mean, like, I would say that you're going to be running into people who are like in love with your story and want to help you get this out and distribute further because yours is a good story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
it's the way it works.
I think it's a good story, and it's just honestly, I almost gave up because so I don't know, there's a license called the cottage license through the state of Minnesota, which therefore you don't need a commercial kitchen you can produce out of your home. So I was like, I'll do that. Reached out to the state and no, I don't qualify because they're not processed. So they're not canned. They're fresh from counter straight to the refrigerator.
Got it.
So without the canning process, they're not considered shelf stable. So it was just all these like hoops I had to go through, and I said, okay, well maybe this isn't worth it. And then I talked to a coworker, Eric Gladden. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Eric.
I know Eric.
And he said,
No, Eric.
I know Eric.
He knows everybody.
He was a bartender.
Yeah, we're all
downtown
bartenders.
or uptown. Eric Gladden's a fixture from the 90s anyway, or was in the 90s. Anyway.
Eric.
And then he said, well, hey, because they're always at work, right? If you ever need a commercial space, I know a guy, just let me know. And I said, okay, good to know. And so I had that in the back of my mind and then I was like, I need a guy. Like, can I talk to your guy? And then that's when I met Bill at the corner bar. So then I got the space and I was like, okay, I don't need to give up. So I have this because I did this sort of like, it's called speed dating for first-time business startups.
What?
Through the Good Acres Farm, which is another great local...
Good Acres Farm.
Good
I had
Acres
no
Farm.
idea that there was such a thing, speed dating for local business startups.
Well, that's how they described it. So my neighbors, one of my neighbors works for the farm. So our other neighbors do this big Easter egg hunt every Easter for the kids, and they do a Bloody Mary bar for the grown-ups. So I brought these to that. And everybody liked them, and they were like, these are amazing. And so Nikki, my neighbor, was like, hey, you have to come to this event. It's for first-time business startup. And Pickles are in right now. And she was like, just come in and have a conversation. So you basically would sit at a station for 5 minutes, and it ranged from like the University of Minnesota agriculture to food processing, food labeling, food or web design, everything you can think of, advertising. And
then people would come through and meet you?
We talk to them.
Okay.
So we stop at their station and bam, they give us their card.
Yep.
That's where I met Allison, who is a food scientist. She was like, just bring your product. And so I brought her a few samples. She did the pH equilibrium to make sure that I'm not going to cause botulism or any.
That's really great.
It's not going to kill anyone.
Not going to kill anybody.
It seems late in the game, but whatever.
I know. Well, I knew. I
knew you were doing it right. I mean,
but
you're
just
working
to
with
have it
vinegar.
on record, yeah. So she's another one because so many people kept saying, just try canning. It's easier. Just do it that way. It's easier. And I was like, no, but that's not my product. That's not what this is. So she said, I see it, Carin. I open these. They're beautiful. The fragrance, like you don't want to can these. And so she gave me a little push to keep going.
Keep them fresh.
She said, you can do this. It's going to take a lot longer, but you can do this.
Okay.
So Allison encouraged me, and all of my samples came back well at the equilibrium of what the pH should be. So we're safe there.
The food scientist.
The food
signed off on it.
scientist.
Love this.
Yeah.
Okay,
so she was great. And then that was one more little whoop.
I see you as like the up and coming chickaboom gal. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, and yeah, but let's say now, so you know that Bill Murray also helped someone else get started out of that same kitchen.
I do. Yes.
Yes. And who was that?
Salsa Lisa.
That's right.
oh, Salsa Lisa.
Out of that same
Hers
kitchen.
is fresh too, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was not the first time that the Corner Bar has incubated.
Corner bar. I like
They're
what
great.
you're doing. Corner bar.
I know.
You don't even have to sponsor. I think you should, but you don't have to because you're just doing good things.
They're great. Yeah, Salsa Lisa. And now her boyfriend actually bartends down the hall from me. So
Oh, really?
He's like, you work at the Corner Bar? That's where Lisa started. She's got her whole booming business now. So her and I want to meet up someday, hopefully, just so I can, pick her brain about so many things.
Yeah, of course. And then you
does she?
mentioned
I'm
the other
curious now. She's moved out of the.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
She's
so
got her own.
Does she have her own manufacturing, or is she like
Yeah.
outsourcing?
I don't want to say for sure. I don't know exactly what she's got.
I think she partnered with a larger company.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you can do that when they have all the standards and you give them your recipe, right?
They got the
And say
facilities
that
to do it.
I mean, she's
these
at
pickles have to
Cub.
look like the Asian market pickle or else.
Yeah.
Right.
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 That's
I
insane.
think she's maybe even national. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But she's
I think she is too. I feel like I saw.
and then
some
you
stuff in
mentioned
California.
chick boom
Chicka
pop.
Chicka popcorn.
Oot. The popcorn. That one. Chick boom pop something.
Chick boom pop. I think you're right.
Something. You know what we're talking about?
I don't know.
That's
Chicken
another
pop.
local company that has been very successful with popcorn.
Oh.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're not alone out there. But look at, I love it. Like you're very matter of factly sort of telling the story of how you have to like work and scrap to get from, I just like making pickles to, no, you should make these. And then they might end up
Yeah.
in grocery stores all over the place or something.
I know. And then like the labels, it's just, honestly, it's like having the right conversation with the right person.
Yeah.
I have a friend, Tony. Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
He's a graphic designer, and he said, I would love to help you with a label in my free time. And he kind of showed me that, and I was like, Tony, you like literally went into my head.
You did it.
I love it. I kind of came up with the pepper with the cursive CJ, and then he just did the rest, and he is brilliant. I'm telling
You're
you.
a brilliant pair. So how are you liking all the other stuff? I mean, you liked making pickles, and so you now make pickles.
I do.
But you also do taxes and bookkeeping and inventory and supply chain. How do you feel about all that?
It's a learning process. You know, it's something to feel proud about. I take pride in it. I'm kind of a perfectionist in a way. So I'm my only employee. So everyone's like, well, what are you going to do when you need to hire? I'm like, oh, I'll be down there watching them like a hawk. You know, it has to be, every sphere has to be cut perfectly. And, but the taxes.
You're going to have to give that up.
I mean, I know. My house is a mess. My basement basically turned into a pickle office. So
A pickle office.
It's a mess. There's paper everywhere, receipts everywhere. I'm doing my best, but I've never done this before. So
No.
I'm meeting with my tax guy next month. It should be interesting.
About last year's taxes?
Yeah. It's like, what am I
right.
claiming and all of that.
Nothing.
No,
Why
what?
do I have to?
Claiming? What does that mean?
It's just
We're
a
not
day at a
encouraging
time.
that.
No.
No, but this is really, I mean, it's really unique because it's like, it's very much the ground up, literally. He's come out of the ground. See?
Oh, yeah.
Got it. Ground up business.
You're right.
You know, but I'm just saying it was a stretch.
It's not like a carrot.
I wasn't thinking about it when I said it, but then as I said it, I'm like, ooh, ground.
I would think it's a carrot would be ground. I could buy that into that better. But
carrots.
it's
Yeah,
not.
they kind of, yeah.
Fine. I'm just saying you are building a brand and a product from literally nothing.
Yeah.
I love how you've stuck with it, right? You know what I mean? Like you have defended your recipe, you've defended the way that you're going to present it. And when anybody works for you, you will be defending how they cut the
Oh, yeah.
cucumbers. So I think that there's a lot of people in the entrepreneurial world that will try and change things, right? Like, oh, you need a different label. Oh, no, you should have smaller pickles. No, you should have bigger pickles. No, you should jar them in. I just like how you've kind of like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, but I'm going to do it my way. And then I'll learn along the way.
Yes.
So do you think that in your lifetime that you have shown these entrepreneurial tendencies before, or is this a surprise trait of yours?
I think it's a surprise. Yeah. I've never.
That's
yeah.
the impression I got too. It's like, so you're not scheming and thinking about a whole bunch of other ideas that
No,
you want to start
no.
up. Yeah, see, that's
I think that's actually really
One at a
good.
time.
it is. I do
It's
too.
like I am such a purple squirrel entrepreneur, right? It's like
I've never heard the term purple squirrel, but
you haven't heard the term purple squirrel.
No, I like it,
my
though.
God.
I like it.
Love surprising you.
yeah.
I'm like that. I'm like, oh, a software product? Yes, I want to do that. Oh, a podcast? Yes, I want to do that. Oh, that's a great idea. That sounds like a great business. I want to do that, right? And so I sometimes I can get in front of my skis. Have you heard that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I do that.
Okay, right.
I've heard that.
Sometimes I can get in front of my skis, and if I was just like focused on pickles, then I could just do pickles, right? And I do
Right.
pickles the best way you do pickles.
I hear you. I'm plagued by the same issues. I feel like I'll keep working on the last thing and stuff. I'm not going to abandon it, but like, wouldn't it be nice to just have one thing? Just one thing that you're doing, and
I don't
you just
know.
get.
Might be bored.
Well, yeah, you and I would be because our brains are broken. But
Well,
for Carin, I mean, this is like. But I mean,
I still work almost full time and have a 9-year-old son, so it's not my only project, but it's my project. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, you bartend at Pittsburgh Blue.
Yes.
We're going to do a shout out again for them. Which one?
Edina.
Edina. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
yeah, that's because it's great.
It's inside.
It's
You can park underneath and just walk right up.
Oh, it's very nice. Of course, this isn't your only thing, and that's not what we're suggesting.
Yeah.
What we're saying is you have a singular focus toward getting a single product out, and I think there's some real strength in that because you're not being distracted by, okay, well, maybe I should throw in pickled.
Right.
No, Bloody Mary mix. See, that would be a perfect companion to this.
Yeah, but other
spicy
people do
Bloody
that.
Mary mix.
Well, I do eventually
people
want to
do
do a cookbook to go with it.
Yeah.
Because they have little,
I
have so many recipes in my head that we use with these, but that's another day.
We are going to have to write those things down.
I know.
Somebody's going to have to document here.
And is it going to be all things that go with pickles? I'm just curious if that was what you were getting.
Not necessarily. Like, the peppers in there you can reuse. The garlic you can reuse. The brine. I have a gentleman in South Dakota. He'll come and just buy my brine. He hunts pheasants. And he brines his pheasant in my pickle brine.
I've used
And he said it's the best
brine.
he's ever done. Like,
Seriously.
Seriously.
I hear it has a lot of electrolytes in it. You're supposed to drink that stuff in it for hangovers.
A little bit. The salt helps.
Yeah.
Salt, the vinegar.
There's a lot of
My brother
electrolytes.
claims it's bullshit, and I'm like, no, you are. The doctor.
The doctor.
Yeah. Like, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
It helps.
You don't
even
know.
if it's
Well, I
placebo.
drink the pickle juice. I always have.
There you go.
Look at her. She's a picture of health.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, take that, Chris.
Yeah, Chris.
Anyway, we're gonna take our little break here in the middle. We've hit that point. We can do that.
Okay.
And we're gonna get a little plate.
Yes.
Several of them.
And we're going to get a lager.
and a lager, and we can
yeah.
try some pickles.
Yeah.
And
All
we're
right.
going to talk recipes. I think we should talk
No,
recipes.
there's no recipes. She's not giving up her recipes.
Well, she's going to talk about what they are. Oh my God.
they're
We
a list of
need
ingredients.
a lager right now.
Okay. sounds
Okay.
good.
All right. Here you are.
Oh,
You've
shit.
made it to the middle of the show. Buckle up because the second half is going to be even.
It's different. It's
very
always
different.
different. Things the little train goes off the rails or whatever. The whole
It does.
bus.
It usually does. By the second half, we're relaxed.
It's coming.
Here it comes.
Yeah. I talk too much. Middle. See ya.
Bye.
Have fun. All right, we're back. We're back on.
back.
I started it without any sort of introduction here.
Okay, so I have a beer too.
We got
Do you want a beer? You don't want beer.
Carin,
do you?
Storlien, CJ's Pickles. Thank you. Oh, look at us.
We have vodka. We have beer. We have
so
pickles.
we got some stuff to go with the pickles.
We do.
So yeah, I mean, entrepreneur, a show about building things, about being a little bit different. So you work at a bar with a whole bunch of other people. A lot of those people didn't start their own little pickle company, did they?
No.
You just kept at it. You kept doing the thing until all of a sudden, the thing that you've been doing forever that makes you a little different, makes you a little crazy, it becomes something, and you start a little business with it, and you're growing, and now you're gonna have to get. I don't want to be all mansplaining, but you're just gonna have to get used to the idea. Well, I feel like I'm sounding
It
like
kind of
that.
did.
Yeah.
Kind of did. Kind of
But-
sounded mansplaining.
But I know that you're reluctant.
You should say something like, "I'm really excited for you to take the next step in your adventure."
Yeah, because instead
I'm
of you're going to
excited for
have
you
to
to
do
cut.
this,
Yeah, stop,
that's the
stop
mansplaining
doing the
part.
should do
mansplaining
this.
thing.
Yeah, I don't mean
You
it
guys
that
with
way.
your 8 and 9 year olds, that's your problem. You're in this
We
mode.
do, yes.
God, I suppose. No, I'm excited to see what you do next because this is what happens, and you've got a thing, and people like it, and you were a little shy about even coming in and doing the show, and I totally understand. But here you are, and you're doing it, and you happen to know I think we've met once, maybe.
Yeah.
And somehow or another, at 1:45 in the afternoon, you got us pouring vodka and beer to go with your pickles.
Really hard thing to get us.
She did.
I am a good bartender.
Yeah, she's like, can you pour vodka on ice for me? Okay, so we are tasting the pickles.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah, no, just what you said, like that makes me think, like, do you even tip the bartenders? Because you're like, all I did was ask for a glass of ice with vodka.
I do. I tip them really well.
I know you do, but I'm just saying you.
I respect the service industry.
But you would have to say, like, you are the easiest customer. Then.
Well, I know. The hardest part is me saying, I'll have some Grey Goose on the rocks. Shout out to Grey Goose. Sponsor us. I'll have some Grey Goose on the rocks. The hardest part about it is they're like, do you want a twist? No. Do you want a lemon? No. Do you want some olive? No. Do you want
that?
Just the ice?
Noted, Juliet. If you ever come visit me.
I'm really boring.
That's not for you.
All right,
really
we've
boring.
got plates. We've got pickles. I'm sorry, I shifted the conversation there. What are we doing? What do we got?
We're gonna eat
Okay,
Just try a pickle.
because I have only had 2 meals today. Here. Okay.
Oh,
All
just
right.
about out
So
of reach.
we are trying the pickles. The pickles are
You've never tried them? And you've
never, ever, 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 ever.
And you're okay with a little spice.
So can we say
course.
the name of the pickles? CJ's.
CJ's Pickle Company.
Is Jay your son?
No, my middle name is Joy, so Carin Joy.
Oh my God, that's the
I
prettiest little
struggled
name.
with this last time too.
CJ.
CJ's.
I did it.
We played around with so many different ideas for names, and
First, you smell the pickle.
Oh,
it's got a crunch, so
Ooh.
watch
I have
out
to-
for those microphones.
do I have to swish the pickle in my mouth and spit it out into
Well,
a?
first you take
No.
it fresh, right? And then we're gonna mix it with beer, and then we're gonna mix it with
Yeah,
vodka.
and they're great with the beer. They're great. Doesn't
I
have
can
to be
just try
alcohol
it.
related. They're great on sandwiches.
Oh, they
They're
are
so crunchy. I gotta get one too.
Yummy.
That's super good.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
That's a really good pickle. That's like a lot. That's salty.
The
Got a
heat
little
kind
spice.
of lingers up on you.
Yeah. No, I mean it's really good.
It's got
Really
garlic.
good.
They're not great for the breath, but
Well, I
Yeah.
had raw onion for my second lunch,
oh,
so
but now
just raw onion
Can't
on
wait
the rocks.
talk really closely with people later. I love it. Okay,
Super good.
Now,
Of course it is. You wouldn't
Well,
be
a
here
lot
if
of
they
people
weren't.
just put them in their beer. So they're great brewery pickles.
Okay, I'm gonna try it and then drink the beer first.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna dip a little in
Yeah,
the beer, and
yeah.
then I'm gonna do the same with the vodka.
Yeah.
I love it just the way it is, though.
Do you? The spice, I mean, it's not for everybody, but what I tried to create was a pickle that was actually spicy. Because everybody claims that they're spicy, but they're never spicy
This
for
is
me.
You're right.
not overly spicy.
But
This
you
is-
can still
This is good.
taste-
Oh, I can totally tell the spices in there, but it's not like overwhelming.
Right.
No.
How do you keep it so crisp? Is it the shape of the cucumber?
Well,
I don't want to give away your secrets, but
honestly, I use, here I go, fumbling.
Oh, that's all right.
They're little pickling granules that make them crisp, made by Ball Pickle Company.
oh, really?
Yeah, you just put them in. That might be it. And the fact that they're refrigerated, they're not canned.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I've tried spicy canned ones before and they just weren't, they were mushy.
They're mushy. But there are refrigerated pickles you can buy. I don't know what their terrible product name is. I have no idea. But they're not crispy like that.
And it might be the shape. I don't
I don't know what
know.
you've done.
the right amount of
I
salt.
hope you write it down someday
vinegar.
so you can do it forever. Okay.
Okay, so
It makes the beer taste a little better, to be honest.
you mean the Greenbelt
Greenbelt
Premium? Right, brewed right here in Minnesota.
Lager.
You get where I'm going at with it. Yeah.
Sponsor.
Someone started that? No, we don't.
Just kidding.
We've got 47 sponsors. I mean, we're asking everyone. Why wouldn't you?
We should.
So you started this out. You finally got approval from the state. you've got your plastic things, you've got your labels, you got your stuff, and where'd you bring it first?
Well, first, first like retail or
Yeah, where'd you sell first?
Okay. Well, I did markets, farmers markets,
Okay.
but not the grand, big Minneapolis markets. It's called the Nokomis Makers Market. It's in this called the Shorewood Triangle over South Minneapolis by Lake Nokomis.
I don't. This is like my neighborhood.
That's your neighborhood.
Yeah,
Right.
I never saw you out there, but that's because I'm not good at the socials stuff. But anyway,
But it's a smaller, more intimate, shall we say, little market. And it's great because it's only on Thursdays. And you kind of pick and choose the days that you want to do it. You don't have to commit to every Thursday.
and you like sign up and
Yeah, I just they're all volunteers that run it. And I started late last summer when I finally got everything up and going, up to code with my license. And so as soon as I got that, they allowed me to enter in for the last couple of weeks. And then I did a couple fall markets, but I had the first, so it's tricky because they're refrigerated, right? So I have lugging this giant cooler full of ice, and it's not easy.
No.
The first one actually canceled due to weather because it was
Okay.
extreme heat. And I had just gotten back from the corner bar with like 50 containers of pickles, and they felt so bad. They're like, we have to cancel. The food truck canceled. I was like, oh no, I have to bring them all back downtown. And my neighbor said, wait, are you on the Nokomis information page? Just put something out there. And so I was like, okay. So I did a quick anyone want to buy some pickles? I was supposed to be at the Makers Market. It's canceled. I have 50 jars to get rid of. Message me. I couldn't keep up with my phone, you guys. It was insane. So my husband's in the house bagging up pickles, like 2 knocking on the window. You want 2, 3, 4? I mean, I had a guy show up on a crotch rocket. It was like, do you still have pickles? And I was like, I sure do.
I got here as fast as I fucking could.
And this is before.
Pickles.
I mean,
love
it was insane, you guys. So, and this is before I even had any markets. Nobody knew what they were, but people just love
So you just said the name of the pickle and all these people showed up?
I said, because
love
it's, you live in the Nokomis neighborhood. It's a
I'm
great
like
little
3 blocks from the Shorewood.
Shorewood Triangle. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is, to be honest.
It's
you guys
just a
have
little-
to invite
it's-
me down.
It's a
Yeah.
little piece of land that wasn't developable, so there's 2 of them in the neighborhood that there's just little triangles of land that the city owns, but they use them kind of as a little park. They're like
Yeah.
little neighborhood parks.
Okay.
So that experience was amazing. I sold every single one of them in my backyard, and
And then you're like, I'm an entrepreneur.
then there we go. Then I did a couple more markets, and I had some followers that just were so excited. They were like, you're going to be there this week. So they would come and buy a bunch. One woman claims it got rid of her allergies, which I...
Yeah, go with it. Yeah, I mean, just don't put it
Just
on the
go with it.
label.
Yeah, no.
We'll
Here's allergies.
relieve your allergies. Don't do
This
that.
is my new favorite thing. Are your pickles at the Pittsburgh Blue? Can I come and have a vodka and a pickle?
No,
Oh.
not yet.
Why won't
Sorry.
they sell them?
Well, they've asked me. So there's, with larger businesses,
I
you have
get
to
it.
go through a lot more loopholes and tax document, all of that,
I get it, but
a different level. And I don't know if I'm quite there yet to
you're getting close.
get that many produced because they have got multiple stores, and the Parasoles, everything is consistent. So then all of their stores would probably have to have them. And
Totally. Okay.
How long do you think we'll do this show? Like 10,
3 years.
20,
5 years.
30 years?
No.
3.
I'm just
I just don't
imagining
see us doing
that
it
we're
30
going to
years.
have Carin back.
This I believe. Yes.
And she's going to be like, okay, I'm manufacturing out of this giant warehouse and
she's going to be
Different
like,
flavors.
perfected the process.
Yeah.
she's
I
going to be like
trust
me.
in my manufacturer.
Me and Lisa, we just spent 2 weeks at our spot in Hawaii. Salsa Lisa, that is. Like you're on this track of being someone who's produced something that people love, that they're going to help you kind of get this out and get it distributed. I think that's true.
I know. I feel it. Like I said before, when I would almost give up, I would just have the right conversation with the right person, and then I would get more. I can do this.
Oh, that's like total entrepreneurship, though.
Totally.
Like you have to have those conversations with people. You have to have someone every now and again cheering you on, and all of us go through those moments where we're
Yeah.
like, oh, I got to give this up. This is going to fail. I can't do this. Like,
Yeah,
and then we
and
have to get picked up.
Those are defining moments, actually. They
They are.
have always made me so much stronger, you
Yeah.
know, that I wanted to give up and that I decided I'm going to keep going. I took my foot, and I like, you know how you put your foot out the door? Like, okay, well, I could maybe backup plan. You know what I mean? Like, you have my foot, and then I'm like, no, I'm taking
do
my
it.
foot back in. I'm gonna go. This is not, if I'm going to give up, this is not the time.
Right.
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 There, you do have to learn to give up sometimes, I guess, too. But if if you're going to start things and they may not work, eventually you might have to realize, not you keep going. You got this all the way to the finish line, whatever that is. But I'm just saying, sometimes I think in the entrepreneurial world, you can
I mean, yeah. There's
maybe get
always...
stuck on things. And anyway, so
Anyway.
There you go.
well, I mean, I was getting a little sad.
But that's the beauty of this for me. There's no pressure. Like, I don't have to get to whatever point by a certain time. It's all on my schedule, one step at a time.
I agree. I think that's the joy of it.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Like-
talk
and
about
it's
that
still
side
joy.
of it a little bit.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, are you able to sustain, like, are you profitable? If you make 50 jars and you sell 50 jars, do you have more money than when you started?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's important. You
It
can't
is,
do
but-
this for nothing, right?
Well, I mean,
Just for fun.
but you're also not able to do it at a level that earns you a suitable income for life.
Right.
But just the fact that you can make a product and sell that product for more than you put into it is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
That makes it worth it, and then you just have to get that to go bigger and bigger, which
Yeah.
maybe will suck, but maybe it'll be awesome too.
And it might be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So you started out in little markets, and then where'd you get to? What?
Next, I just stopped at McDonald's liquor store on 34th Avenue South, Minneapolis.
I know it.
Mark,
Shout out.
Shout out.
they're great. I grew up in the neighborhood, so
They are a great little local spot.
Great
They
little
love the
local.
community. They're good. Yep.
So I've known Mark, he's the owner, and I dropped him off a container. I just said, hey, I wasn't asking him to sell them. I wasn't asking for anything. I just, do your staff or you want to try any of these pickles? I have markets down at Nokomis. I'll leave these for you. And his staff got so excited, they were like, we
Yeah.
love pickles. Yes. So,
Plus, they're good.
They're really good.
thank you. So I guess deep down I was hoping he would call me and say, yeah, let's sell these here. Let's do it. So I don't know, like 3 weeks went by and I didn't hear anything. And I was just like, okay. And then one day I got a call and it was Mark and he's like, Carin, these are so good. My staff is drinking the juice right now. They can't get enough of them. So he's like, let's do this. And so he was the first person to actually allow me to sell them at his storefront. And they're so kind. They put my advertisements up in their windows. They, like the little racket article that was published about me, they printed it and hung it up. They're just so kind, and so sweet.
I love that.
And
awesome,
he's
really.
the best. So, and even their staff there is amazing. They'll call me like, CJ, we're down to one pickle. I mean, I can't keep up. So it's ever since that article was published. Well, they've been pretty popular, but now it's like 30 a week, 40 a week.
Right.
And that's just at that one location. So
Wait until this show comes out.
now we're going to be booming.
Holy
Oh
crap.
boy, oh boy.
You're gonna have
I got to hire some help. No.
McDonald's liquor store has never seen so many people in business suits as they are going to in a couple of months when this comes out. They're gonna be like, where are all these Audis and Porsches coming from with people in business suits? Because she's fancy. She's good. This is going out to the fancy people in the world.
I don't
You don't even know what to say.
I don't even know what to say because I don't know if all my fancy friends would listen to my podcast.
Oh.
They do spend a lot of time listening to me already.
I understand that. I knew what she meant. No, this is a fun, special little story though, because so they're in McDonald's and Oxendale's hasn't decided to pick you up yet.
Well, I
Oxendales?
emailed. We've had a conversation.
Okay, good, because they're another local
They're
joint with
local.
a few locations. So,
But I'm also in the works with a couple local breweries. I can't really say who yet because it's not for sure.
oh, they should pick you up too.
But I think because breweries don't, a lot of them, it's either like food trucks or snacks, right?
Yeah.
Or you bring your own or order a pizza. But I picture like sitting around a table with a bunch of friends drinking beer in the summer or the winter, and you just grab a thing of pickles and it's a great little snack. I mean, that's my vision. I see it.
I see it.
Yeah, that's like a no-brainer fit.
It's like a Wisconsin relish tray delight.
Yeah.
That's just meat and
Just
cheese,
have a thing
though,
of pickles.
No, the relish tray is all the little poo-poos, right?
Okay.
It's just, it's pickles and it's relish and it's a little cheese spread.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be that when you'd go to a supper club, like you'd get there, you'd get your, old fashioned, and then they'd bring out the relish tray, and it was like giant, like it was feeding 10 people with olives and pickles and cheese and all that stuff. And then you order your meal,
Right.
and then they bring you out a salad, and then they bring you out a soup,
Right.
and then they bring your meal.
It's true.
And it's like, no wonder I'm who I am. And I'm excited about every single course.
I would be too. That sounds amazing.
These would be great at any brewery.
Yes. So I'm talking to a few people local. We'll see.
How could anyone say no?
I don't know.
Look at the face. No, I mean it's really a perfect fit, and they are super delicious. And you're on the show, we have to say they're delicious, whether they are or not. But these are really, really good.
Really good.
They're really good.
And actually, did you try it with the vodka?
I did.
That's good with that.
I did.
It's really, really good with vodka.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the spices, my 9-year-old son snacks on these all the time. So it's not, he likes spicy things, but it's not over the top where it's.
No, it's really not. It's there, but it's not like crazy at all. So anyway.
Good? You like
We
them?
did it. It's delicious.
Delicious.
You're going to leave those here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are for you.
We'll leave them down in the fridge and they'll be gone.
No.
Well, you know where you can buy them.
I do.
Where can we buy them?
McDonald's liquor store.
McDonald's liquor store. I'm going there tonight.
34th and 50th in South Minneapolis, Lake Nokomis area. Right across the street from Nokomis, the Nokomis Shoe Shop, which is also a fun little local joint.
Great place.
Yep. I don't think they have any refrigerators, or they should sell them too. Why not?
Well, maybe you should sell refrigerators as well.
And pickles.
Yeah. They have those. It would be cute is if they have those, all the TikTokers are, when they do their makeup, now the new thing is to have cold makeup. So now there's these little tiny refrigerators you can get for your bathroom vanity. Yeah, you're obviously not watching the same TikTok I am.
I don't watch any TikTok.
So wouldn't that be the cutest thing is to have a little tiny pickle refrigerator? Just the size of the pickles.
You know what? And there are people out there who would buy it.
Totally.
Like my son has a little backpack for a baguette because he loves baguettes so much. They make a baguette backpack, like he can carry a baguette around with him.
No way.
Yeah. I could see someone having in their office you just got to crack open like a humidor for cigars or something.
I think we should do it.
Just
I
a
think
little
we
teeny
should
pickle
bring a
fridge.
little one down to McDonald's.
Oh my gosh, I like
Slap
this.
a CJ sticker on that thing. Hopefully it's green
Yeah.
or red. Red would be a nice complimentary color.
$99, you got yourself a little pickle fridge.
Little pickle fridge.
And maybe it fits like a beer in there too.
Yeah, well, one beer
One beer and a pickle.
and a pickle. Well,
Pickle container.
now I'm thinking it should be bigger, but whatever.
Well, then you might as well just have a big fridge. I'd say two things of
you need
pickles.
a
You
little
got the
pickle
beer
fridge.
fridge anyway. You always got the beer
I'm going
fridge.
to get a pickle fridge for
Pickle
this very office.
Just like two
And when
jars
Carin
of pickles.
comes back-
One spicy, one not. Do you make a non-spicy version?
I'm working on it.
Okay. I would say this is that you don't need to, but
I do make
do
them
it.
for friends and family, and they love them. They can't get enough of them.
yeah.
So it's everything but the.
It's basically just a
Chilies?
garlic. Everything but the chilies.
It's like
So,
a garlic pickle.
garlic pickle. Yeah, garlic dill pickle.
Yeah. I think that,
But these are my bait. But I did I did a Venn Brewery holiday market, and I brought my milds, and they sold out in like an hour or so.
Yeah. I would say that I wouldn't go. I mean, you do whatever you want.
Yeah, see, here,
do whatever
maybe
you want.
we should. I'm excited for you to try and experiment with new products.
It seems to me as if 2 or perhaps 3 varieties would be like more than enough. And if you go too crazy on that, then it's just getting weird.
Too much, yeah.
You know, like it seems like it anyway. I don't know. I don't know the pickle world, but I do know those are.
Look at the liquor world. Look at the liquor world.
Yeah, but there's like the one that everyone buys, and then there's the 3 varieties that you're like, who buys that crap?
Yeah, like the variety pack of beer that you want the 2 that are in there, but then there's that third wild card that just sits in your fridge all day.
And then there's the 18 flavors of Smirnoff.
Oh, yeah, like
right.
The regular one is. I mean, that's
probably the regular one, the lemon one, probably you use maybe for a lemon drop or something.
Yeah,
and then
there's a couple of them that.
But then the
orange
raspberry, I guess you could do that with soda water. It's probably good. I don't know. I don't like any of that stuff.
No.
I just think there's the popular one and then the progressively not as popular ones. But anyway.
So for now, just these bad boys are on the market.
Yeah, I mean,
mild maybe.
Is this what you thought it would be? Is our show?
Better.
Did you think we'd be drinking beer and vodka?
No, but I'm happy that you are.
Okay.
I wish I could.
We are
join you.
too. Yeah. Next time.
I will clear my calendar.
You have to work tonight.
No,
and I will join you.
Are you going to come back and join us when you are like wildly successful, so you can
I'll
share more of the secret? You'll sponsor us too. I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That'll be so
we
fun.
really do want. I want a little bit larger logo of yours on the background to show behind people. This is what we're doing: is that we're filling our walls with the people that we have on the show.
So
with
far,
the
it's just
products.
my company and Uptrends right on
the
top.
tiny little thing that says Uptrends.
Well, I have a little sticker.
Yeah,
Okay,
all
well,
right.
we'll put
let's
that
do
up. We'll put that up, and then if you as you find more success, we'll take maybe a we'll figure it out, but some sort of representation of the company.
I'm sure she's got some advertising we can do.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Maybe just a life size of Carin with her pickles.
Oh,
Right in the background.
No.
like one of those sports stickers things that kids get where they've got the life size person on the wall.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Oh,
for us?
yeah.
Yeah.
No. What is it called? My son has them in his room.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Clink. Full size.
She's like, yeah, I'm agreeing, but I'm not going to do it.
I'm never coming back here again.
I'm never coming back.
Can I wear my pickle costume? Because I have one of those.
Yeah, of course you
Yeah.
can. Yeah. Of course you can.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah, exactly.
Jars of pickles. I love it. All right. Well, I don't know what to say other than we can.
This has been delightful.
Keep chatting, or we.
And I'm excited for you. This is how big shit happens. This is how big shit happens.
I
You
agree.
start off going, I'm going to do my pickles. I'm going to slowly embrace the rest of the business. I'm going to take it as it comes. And then people recognize you because you're true to your art. And you can do all the business stuff too.
Again, I need help along the way. But
Yeah,
hey.
we all. we're here
Everybody
for you.
needs help.
It's
It
a
is-
village.
It is so difficult to do business alone. This is a lesson that a lot of us have to learn along the way, but and complicated when you do business with other people too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it is exciting because this could be like, you never know where it goes, but like
You never know.
3 generations down the road, they're like, oh yeah, CJ, yeah, that was my great grandma started that up. Like
Yeah.
it's just the way it works.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
I hope.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I hope. It's
The empire.
One day at
The
a
CJ's
time.
empire.
Pickle empire. Yeah.
Yeah. The pickle empire.
I'm guessing.
Well, Vlasic has done it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm
I
guessing
mean,
other people have. You can always knock
Vlasic-
people off their throne.
Can't own that. Oh, can you make kosher ones? Don't you just need someone to bless your kitchen, your good knife kitchen?
I'm not sure about that.
I don't think she is either.
I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I think there might be.
They have to-
slightly more to it.
No, I think they just bless things.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it happen.
I don't know that.
I mean,
either.
they don't do this. That's terrible. I'm doing this, and now I realize on my camera. That's
why I
not
was
what they do.
laughing.
That's not what.
some.
I'm sorry about
It's
that.
not
all
a
of my-
lawsuit necessarily. Just
all
sort
of
of
my
maybe
Jewish
like
friends. But when
retro.
when they make kosher salt,
Yeah.
nothing else happens other than they bless the equipment.
Yeah. I think we went far astray here.
Well, I do use kosher salt.
See, okay, see,
Perfect.
see,
Yeah.
we brought it right back around.
Brought it right back. Carin, this has been really fun, and
Thank you.
I'm gonna chomp.
Chomp away. See, listen to that crunch.
It's very crunchy.
It's super crunchy.
It's really crunchy.
Yeah, these aren't widely available, so if you've watched this show, you're gonna have to work to get them.
Especially, yeah. Well, I mean, when we launch,
You're gonna have to
might
race
as well
the.
hightail it down to McDonald's to get these pickles because they're going to be gone.
But you got to race the dude on the crotch rocket. But good luck.
Yeah.
Like that guy's like with his little backpack,
He did have a backpack.
insulated backpack. He's
Yeah.
like fucking pickles.
Maybe he had a pickle refrigerator in the backpack. I don't know.
The pickle refrigerator.
A mobile pickle refrigerator. You plug it into your. Oh, I love it. Anyway,
But I'm working on a website. We're in the.
wait a minute.
we're
You don't even
processing.
have a website
No,
yet?
I'm brand new. I have just
Just have AI do it. It did a jingle for us. It was amazing.
Jeez, don't ask AI to do it. What do you? Where you? You've got your branding. You're gonna get a website out, and is it gonna be CJ's Pickles?
Yeah, yep. CJ's
Yeah.
Pickle Company. I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh, so you're-
so you can find me there. That's the social media platforms is how I get word out to where I am or what locations may be next.
And the platform is CJ's Pickles?
CJ's Spicy
CJ's Spicy Pickles.
Yeah.
Spicy Pickles.
Spicy Pickles.
All right.
And do you have? Did you buy a URL? Do you have?
Mm-hmm.
So when this airs, and people listening to it a year from now, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what your website's URL is going to be?
We literally just spoke to the guy yesterday, and we are determining that today. So we have two that we're working on.
Okay.
Deciding between.
And they can always do a Google search anyway, right?
Yes,
So
yeah.
but CJ's Spicy Pickles out of Minneapolis.
Yes.
I mean, I love it. I can't wait.
Good.
Don't get.
I'm glad you like
Don't
them.
get too big and powerful and important to not come back and join us.
Yeah, because
another
we're
time.
just here. Just
I will
measly
come
us.
back.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just the two of us. We like when you're all like super fancy and you're flying in your little private CJ's pickle jet.
Still be sipping our vodka and our premium beer.
Can you please paint the jet pickle? Like, can you make the jet look like a pickle?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No brainer.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
You know what I mean?
Like
That's
the,
like-
you know what she needs is like the Oscar Mayer
Truck.
wiener
I
car.
want a pickle truck.
Yeah, you know, I saw that car in Minneapolis the other day.
Oh yeah, it does
you need
exist.
a pickle like that.
I do.
Yeah.
The CJ's Spicy Pickle.
But then don't be too fancy. You can show up in those things. You can fly the little jet right here for all I care. But just show up. Come back and join us when you're all pickle famous.
I will.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
Karen.
you.
Bye.
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 Don't cry. It's over.
Oh, you did it. You made it to the very end of the show. You know what you can do to help us? What can they do to help us? They can tell their friends how awesome this show is.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
You know what else? And I don't know if people know this or don't know this, but like if you found us and you see us on socials somewhere, just hit repost or share it with your community.
Share, repost, follow. Isn't there a follow option?
Yeah,
of some
follow,
kind?
subscribe. We're not going to charge you anything.
No.
Just hit the subscribe button.
No,
It's
we
not gonna
just
hurt
need
you.
to create a community around entrepreneurism and how the real shit happens.
I like it. Well, because we're real. You said it in the intro.
Real.
We talk real. No, seriously. Tell your friends. What a great show. Oh my gosh, these people are doing the best work ever. Yeah, right?
That's what you should say.
Yeah.
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 And just come back. Have fun with us. We love this.
We'll have someone, we'll interview someone cool next week too.
Someone completely different.
Yeah, from prison. Thanks.
We always have to have that.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.